On March 8, 2014, Malaysian Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, bound for Beijing with 239 people on board. It was a standard flight operated by a Boeing 777, which had an excellent safety record. As the plane ascended to cruising altitude, everything seemed normal. Passengers were settling in, flight attendants were serving meals, and the pilots communicated with air traffic control as per usual. However, just 38 minutes into the flight, things took a mysterious turn. The last voice communication from Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah was a simple, almost routine, "Good night, Malaysia 370." Shortly after that, the plane vanished from the radar screens, igniting a series of events that would baffle the world. Imagine being a passenger on that flight, blissfully unaware of the impending chaos that would unfold. What could have possibly gone wrong? What happened in those final moments? Minutes after the last communication, Flight MH370's transponder was turned off, effectively making the aircraft invisible to air traffic control. This was the first sign that something was amiss. As investigators began to analyze the flight's path, they discovered that the plane had deviated from its intended route. It turned back over the Malacca Strait and headed south into the Indian Ocean. This sudden change raised questions: was it a hijacking, a mechanical failure, or something even more sinister? The lack of alerts or distress signals from the pilots only fueled the speculation. How could an aircraft simply vanish without a trace in today's world of advanced technology? The timeline of those final moments is still cloaked in mystery, leaving families and aviation experts searching for answers. The search for MH370 became one of the most extensive and expensive operations in aviation history, spanning over thousands of square miles in the Indian Ocean. Countries from around the world joined the search, deploying ships, planes, and submarines. Despite the vast resources committed, the initial searches yielded nothing. The ocean is unforgiving and filled with challenges, making the task even more daunting. After months of fruitless searching, some debris pieces washed ashore on remote islands, igniting hopes that they might reveal crucial information about the flight's fate. These findings, while significant, only added more questions than they answered. What do these pieces of wreckage tell us about the plane's final moments? Could they lead investigators closer to finding the truth? Each discovery reopened the wound for families still searching for closure. Theories surrounding the disappearance of MH370 vary widely, ranging from hijacking and pilot suicide to mechanical failure. One of the most prominent theories suggests that the aircraft was hijacked and diverted. Proponents of this theory highlight the plane's sudden change in course and the disabling of communication systems. Another unsettling theory suggests that the pilots might have deliberately taken the aircraft off course. There are even wild speculations about a secret government cover-up or even extraterrestrial involvement. Each theory has its supporters, and while some seem plausible, others stretch the boundaries of reason. As we explore these theories, it's important to consider the human element at play: the pilots' backgrounds, the airline's safety protocols, and the psychological state of those on board. How do these aspects help us understand what might have happened? Despite the exhaustive searches and numerous investigations, much about MH370 remains unknown. The official investigation concluded that the flight likely ended in the southern Indian Ocean, with no survivors. However, the lack of concrete evidence leaves room for speculation and ongoing debate among experts and enthusiasts alike. How do we reconcile the facts with the unknown? The aviation community continues to learn and adapt from this tragedy, implementing new protocols and technologies to prevent similar incidents. From enhanced tracking systems to improvements in communication technology, the legacy of MH370 has prompted significant changes. The question remains: can we ever truly uncover the mystery behind its disappearance? The families of those lost continue to seek answers, hoping that someday, the truth will surface. The disappearance of Flight MH370 is not just a story of a missing plane, it is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the complexities of aviation. Each piece of the puzzle brings us closer to understanding what happened on that fateful day, yet we are still left with questions. As we ponder the fate of those on board, we must also honor their memory by striving to improve aviation safety and technology. The quest for answers may continue, but so does the hope for closure for the families affected. If you found this video intriguing, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think happened to Flight MH370? We would love to hear your theories.